Hello, my dear students, and welcome back. I know your exams are just around the corner, and sometimes fractions can feel a little tricky, but don't you worry one bit. In this session, we're going to make fractions super easy. Ready? Let's go. Okay, tell me honestly, have you ever fought with your brother or your sister over who gets the bigger piece of chocolate? I bet you have. We all have, right? Well, you know what? Maths has a perfect, fair solution to this problem, and it's called fractions. Let's find out more. So, to really get this, let's start with a little story. It's about two sisters, Ikra and her little sister Samina. They have just one big sheet of paper left, and both of them want to draw on it. Uh-oh, what do they do now? Now, Ikra is a very smart big sister, so she asks Samina a very clever question. She says, "Hey, would you like 1/2 of the paper or 2/4?" Samina thinks for a second. 2 sounds bigger than 1, doesn't it? So she quickly says, "I want 2/4." But here's the secret. Ikra was being so clever because guess what? 1/2 and 2/4 are the exact same size. She shared the paper perfectly equally. Samina was happy thinking she got a bigger piece, and Ikra completely avoided a fight. How smart is that? So to understand Ikra's little trick, and to make sure nobody can ever pull a fast one on you, we need to get the basics right. We have to understand what 1/2 and 1/4 actually mean. Let's cover it now. Okay, so a 1/2, which we write as 1/2, is what you get when you take one whole thing, like a roti or maybe a pizza, and you divide it into 2 equal parts. And that word, equal, is the most important word here. Both pieces have to be exactly, perfectly the same size. Look at this. It shows it so clearly. The heart on the left, it's cut right down the middle, so both sides are perfectly equal. That's a correct 1/2. But look at the shape on the right. It's divided, but are the parts equal? No way. Those are not halves. So what's the golden rule? The parts must be equal. And it's the same idea for a 1/4. A 1/4, which we write as 1/4, is when you divide one whole thing into, you guessed it, 4 equal parts. And what's that rule again? Let's say it together. They must be equal. Perfect. Okay, now that we know the rules, let's see how fractions work in real life with another yummy story. Imagine there's a party at Sumeda's house, and her mom has just made some delicious, steaming hot dokla. Right now, it's just Sumedha and her friend Vinayak. So her mom cuts the whole dokla into 2 equal pieces. That means 1/2 for Sumedha and 1/2 for Vinayak. They both get a really nice big piece. But just as they're about to take a bite, ding dong, the doorbell rings. Now who could that be? It's their friend Kumar. So now that same dokla has to be shared among 3 people. They cut it into 3 equal parts. So now each person gets 1/3. Now think about it. Is that piece bigger or smaller than the 1/2 they had before? It's smaller, isn't it? And oh my goodness, the party's getting bigger. More friends have come, and now there are 5 people. The dokla is now cut into 5 equal parts. So each person's share is now 1/5. Just look at how much smaller the pieces have become. This chart makes it really clear. When there were 2 friends, the share was a big 1/2. When 3 friends were sharing, that 1/3 share was smaller. And with 5 friends sharing, the 1/5 share is the smallest of them all. So here is the golden rule you must remember for your exams. In a fraction, that number at the bottom, we call it the denominator. And here it is. The bigger the denominator, the smaller the piece of the whole. So 1/5 is smaller than 1/3, and 1/10 would be even smaller. Fantastic! Now that you're all experts on the basics, let's have a bit of fun and see how you can actually use this knowledge. You might even see questions just like this in your exam paper. Look at this beautiful garden. It's divided into 5 equal parts. Now, Ida planted red roses in 2 of those parts. So we can say that 2/5 of our garden has roses. And she planted lovely mogra in 1 part, which is 1/5 of the garden. See? You can describe a whole garden using just fractions. All right, time to have some fun. Let's pretend we're chefs. We're at a dosa shop, and our job is to design dream dosas with different toppings. Are you ready to take an order? Okay, chef, here's the order. A customer wants a dosa divided into 4 equal parts. They want 1/4 with spicy onion,
one quarter with chili paneer, and the last 2 quarters with tangy tomato. Can you picture how that dosa will look?
Ta-da! And here it is. 1 part onion, 1 part paneer, and 2 parts, which is also 1/2, with tomato. You did it! You're an expert dosa designer, and you just used fractions to make a delicious masterpiece. Well done! That was excellent work, everyone. Now it's time for a little practice round. We'll do some quick questions, just like the ones you might see in your exam. This is going to make you feel super confident. All right, look at these 12 yummy cookies. The question is, what is 1/3 of the total number of cookies? Now, to find 1/3 of something, we just need to divide the total into 3 equal groups. So, what is 12 divided by 3? It's 4. That's right. So 1/3 of 12 cookies is 4 cookies. So simple, right? Okay, my champions, before we wrap this up, let's do a super quick recap of the most important things. Number 1, a fraction is always an equal part of a whole. Number 2, 1/2 means 1 part out of 2 equal parts. Number 3, 1/4 means 1 part out of 4 equal parts. And finally, our golden rule. The more people you share with, the smaller the fraction for each person. So 1/5 is smaller than 1/3. Just keep these things in your mind and you will do great. And for my very last question for you today, think about this. If you were sharing a pizza with your friends, would you rather have 1/4 of it or 1/6 of it? And tell me why. Think about our golden rule. You know the answer. You all did a fantastic job today. Keep practicing and you'll be a master of fractions in no time. All the very best for your exams.